Okay, so I got these caps all sitting on here. We're gonna torque them down in the morning. But before I do this, before I put all this up, I wanted to show you guys this. This right here is your main, or not your main cap, sorry. This is your caps for your cams. So, like I said, how you have your rear main seal, your front main seal that goes inside your oil pump. These two right here are your cam seals. And what you'll do is the flat side will be facing the front of the engine, and this inside where you can see like the metal in there, I don't know if you see this little ring, this will be toward the inside. And what we'll do is we'll just take a little bit of assembly lube and we'll roll it around this ring on both of them. Let me show you here. Okay, so when we set one of these down. Okay, so once this right here will be on the inside and that'll be on the out. Now we'll take some assembly, you'll take some of that Permatech, the red assembly lube, and what you'll do is you'll just put it on your finger, obviously wear some gloves, and just roll it around nice and snug, or you could actually just roll it around the cam. And then we'll take these and we'll put them inside here. And then once we do that, we'll close these, both of them, and that'll seal that up. And this prevents any oil leaking outside of your cams. Just like, here if I can show you all, just like that rear main seal right there. It's the same thing. It's in there. It keeps the oil from coming out of there. And then on your oil pump, here's our old oil pump from the GE. We're going to order a new one for a GTE. But see right there, that front main seal, that just holds it. It's supposed to keep the oil in so you don't have any oil leaks. But yep, so tomorrow we'll go ahead and hand tighten all these, and then go through and do our torque specifications. And I will show you guys, obviously these numbers were just on here so you know where to put them. But when we do our torque, unlike how I had the numbers on the block or on the head so I knew what sequence to do them, I'll just drop up a diagram on the video to show you the sequence that we're going to be torquing all these cat bolts now. But alright, so in the next little clip, we'll go ahead and start doing these. Alright, see you in a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start to torque these cam cups down. And in the order that we have, the sequence we got to do it compared to what Toyota specifications are, is you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this will be 13, 14. But we're going to tighten all these down, leave this loose so we can put the cam seal in, and then we'll tighten that down. But again, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to hand tighten them first with this. They're all 10 millimeters, so we're going to hand tighten them in that sequence. And then we got to go back and torque them to 15 foot-pounds. And then after we torque them to 15 foot-pounds equally in that same pattern, then we go back and we do it to 30, and then we're done. So I'll set this up on the top, and we'll do one side, and then once this side's done, then we'll go and do the other. And you want to do it in this sequence so you don't snap your cam. If you snap your cam, that's no bueno. Alright, so we got all these tightened. Now we're going to go back and we're going to torque them all down. And we already got this preset to 15 foot-pounds. Alright, now those are all at 15 foot-pounds. Then we're going to jump up to 30, and then that'll be it for the cat bolts. Obviously, it's torqued all the way. They're just tightening more, so. We might take the extension off and do it without the extension. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tighten these down and set them in sequence, and then we'll go back and torque them all to 15 foot-pounds. I know in the last... So yep, we'll torque all these down, get them tight, and then we'll come back and put them 15 foot-pounds. And the socket loves to get stuck. Right now I'm just trying to get them hand tight. Obviously we got to do it in sequence when we go to torque them. And after I tighten this a little bit and then tighten this, I'm going to just go ahead and do it in the pattern that you got to torque them so we stay in that same flow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, all these caps are down. Now we'll come through and we'll torque them, and then the only two I didn't torque these down or tighten those because we're going to put the seal on it. Some of the gasket sealer. I'll show you guys that. And then we'll put the seals out here, put them on, and then we'll put these caps in and get it all done. So 15 foot miles. What? Wrong way. All right. Now we'll torque this one down. All right, all that's torqued down and good to go. Now we'll move this around. Alright, there we go. Alright, so these we'll take the bolts out of those. And then we have our cam seals here. Just move these out of the way for right now. So our cam seals, what we'll do, I don't have any gloves on, but just put a little bit on here so it'll go on easier. Alright, that one went in there good. And this one, well, do the same thing with this one. I actually put some on there, so that might be enough for now. Alright, now that those are both in their place, what I'm going to do is we'll take some of this gasket maker from Toyota gasket maker, and we'll end up putting it on here and replacing per what Toyota says. But before you do that, definitely put some gloves on. Even though I didn't have none on a minute ago, that stuff makes a huge mess. So we'll go ahead and get this on. Alright, so that's on there. Before we forgot. Definitely want to put some of that in there. There we go. Want some of that on top of there. And this, I don't have my thing for it, so I'm just gonna do that. Now these I did already put them in oil because Toyota does recommend you put an oil on your bolts when you're putting it in here. It just makes them go in a lot easier. Alright. Now it'll be the same way. We're going to tighten these down. And then we'll come back and do 15-foot mounts. Alright, there we go. 15 foot-pounds. And alright, so as you can see, we got both seals in on both these cams, so that's good. Everything's all lubed up pretty good. Everything's torqued down from front to back in the numerical sequence that Toyota requires, and they're all at 15 foot-pounds. They are not, obviously they're not top dead center. The bottom end's off about, I want to say it's about 10 o'clock. That way all the pistons are under the deck, and that way you can put these on time first and then put the bottom end on time. Obviously I can use my old oil pump, set it here just to get the bottom at top dead center, and I'll probably show you guys that when I get ready to do that. But as of right now, we're done for the day. In the next video, we'll probably go ahead and put the gaskets on the covers, on the valve covers. Go ahead and put those on here. I got all new little washers with the rubber seat and metal top to put on, and then we'll put the gaskets on them, put the covers on, close all that up so the whole top will be done. And then that's it for today. We'll go ahead and get the bottom ready here pretty soon. Once we get the new oil pump, water pump in, then we'll close everything up. I'm still trying to figure out what cam gear I want to run. Obviously the VVTi cam gear will stay, but the exhaust side, or yeah, I want to put a different cam gear. So even though this adjusts the timing through the computer, I want to be able to adjust it over here to help with tuning and everything. But let's do a little walk around and let y'all see what it looks like. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. This video obviously was just getting the cams torqued in and getting all that buttoned up and ready to go. Our next video, we'll go ahead, put the valve covers on, bolt those down, probably go ahead and put the cams, the top end on timing, and then we'll get the bottom end on timing and take the oil pump back off. That way when we get the new one, we can button everything up and it'll be all done, ready to go, and then we'll start on the exterior. So I just want to say thanks so much for tuning in and watching the build process of this engine. It's a lot of love, blood, sweat, and tears going into this. I want to say thank you to my wife for supporting me and having my back through this whole build, and definitely more to come. Please like, tag, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button. The more people hit that like button, the higher it'll go in the YouTube algorithm to get more people to the channel, so we can grow and get more projects going. And just God bless. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.